boy. That's the longest spurred turkey I've ever seen right there. This week, it's springtime in Kentucky, dogwoods are blooming, turkeys are gobbling, and we're chasing some eastern gobblers on a Tradewater River in Sturgis, Kentucky at Riverbend Whitetails.
Turkey Hunter is brought to you by Browning, the best there is. Knight's Hunting Products, makers of the hands-free hunting vest. Legacy Premium Game Calls, it's not luck, it's legacy. Indian Creek Shooting Systems, makers of the Black Diamond Strike. Browning Trail Cameras, the most innovative trail cameras in the industry. Strut no more turkey totes. Get a grip on them.
We just rolled into Kentucky. We are heading to Sturgis, Kentucky, home of Riverbend Whitetails. Daddy's at the wheel. I'm holding this camera here, but I just want to tell y'all what we're doing and where we're going. One of our favorite places we go to every year in Kentucky. Turkey season's open, everything's blooming. We're gonna hit it this first week of the season. They've been seeing a lot of turkeys, so we're gonna go to some known areas this afternoon, see if we can't get one early this afternoon and maybe roost some turkeys for in the morning as well, but it's just beautiful out here. Gorgeous. You excited?
Fired up.
He's fired up. We're gonna get after them. We're gonna get unloaded, shoot a little video, and maybe get a Kentucky turkey this afternoon. Well, I've been hunting Riverbend Whitetails for several years now. Deer hunted a lot there, but it's also a great place to turkey hunt. And it's a fun place to turkey hunt. It's on the Tradewater River and there's a lot of birds up and down it. It opens the second weekend in April and I get to go with my dad, so it's something I really look forward to. We got a secret weapon this afternoon. We got Kenneth Burgess, the head guide here at Riverbend Whitetails. He's been seeing turkeys on the other side of the river here. We're gonna go in there this afternoon. They like to roost on the river. We're just gonna set up. It seems like the wind's trying to lay a little bit. We'll do some calling. I think we get it done this afternoon. It's warm. We've seen a lot of single hens, hadn't we?
Yep. Started seeing them today, really just everywhere. I got some food plots down there. It's secluded out of the wind, so maybe there's some strutters in it.
Let's go try it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, we get skunked the first afternoon. The only thing that shows up is a hen. She eases off, flies up in behind us on the edge of the river. We know there's got to be turkeys right there. There's turkeys right there every year, so we decided to come right back there the next morning. Well, we head out the next morning. We set up in the exact location. At daylight, the birds are gobbling, but they're in behind us across the river. Imagine that. That's just a game you got to play on this piece of property. Either they're on your side or they're across the river. So we go to call, and finally the hen that flew up the evening before flies down in front of us, and we just get in a calling match. I start calling to her, she calls to me. Birds are gobbling across the river. We're hoping we'll just drag one across, but it never happens. But we knew where we needed to be that afternoon. This morning wasn't much of a turkey day, but this afternoon, as you can see, it's cleared off and it's beautiful. It's probably 55 degrees, which is bearable. This morning it was tough. They played us this morning on the other side of the river. Turkeys ended up being on this side of the river. So we went back, got something to eat. The sky's turned off clear. It's beautiful. We come back, temperature's rising. Got on this side of the river with them. They had to be right here. There's a food plot inside of the woods right here, right on the river. Another one right here. I'm just gonna slip down through here. Maybe set up in that food plot. It's calm, wind's laid, do some calling. Maybe we'll get lucky, but I know they're right here close because they were this morning. I got my secret weapon, the man himself. There's a little lane that cuts off this hill right here. Food plot down in the bottom. I mean, it's not an inch tall. Green, pretty, and the river runs the edge of it. I'm gonna slip over here in class, see if we can see them. Well, Dad and I slip off this hill to the edge of this food plot, and as we're slipping, you know, we're taking our time, leaves are crunching, and I'm scanning the food plot. I got Richard in my hand in front of me with my stuffed decoy. Easing down the logging road, I look to my right, and I see 2 turkeys. Well, at this point, we had no place to go. All we could do was get on our knees, cut the camera on. Dad slips me the fan to Richard. I put the fan on him. These turkeys are coming. I just start pivoting the decoy, scratching the leaves a little bit. I never made a call, and they walked right to us. Well, as they approach that 70-yard mark, one of the birds cuts right. He's not having any part of it. But the other bird, he comes into the woods and starts coming up the logging road right to us. Well, this bird is committed. He's coming up this logging road right to us. He gets to about 30 yards. He smells a rat. Goes to cut left. He gives me one opportunity, and I take advantage of it. Got him. Got it. Oh my God. Can you believe that just happened? We were coming off this hill. I looked down in the green field and I could see something black. I said, that looks like a turkey. Told binoculars up 2 gobblers. I said, Dad, be still. Where's gobblers right there? This decoy right here killed that turkey. And if I would have had just a plastic decoy, we'd have never got that turkey. They were already out in the field. Kind of surprised us. Dad slipped me the fan. I put the fan on the back of Richard. That was awesome. It might be a good turkey. We'll go out there and get him. I don't want to make too much ruckus because his buddy's going to be lonely in the morning and his daddy's turns. Hey, that strutting decoy right there is lethal. Now, I can't stress safety enough when it comes to these things. But when you know you're the only one on a private piece of property, that could mean the difference between success and failure. A lot of times early season, when they're not gobbling, you don't have much foliage, you can kill turkeys when the call can't. Oh, man. I tell you one thing, there ain't even nothing like turkey hunting. Break a couple limbs over here with a log would be a good place to sit. Look at that right there. Look at that beautiful Riverbend Whitetail, Kentucky bird. Look at the rope. He got some pretty good spurs too, Bubba. How about that? Look at that. God broke the mold when he made this beautiful bird. And there ain't nothing like hunting them. What a cool hunt. I mean, it's not your everyday call them to the decoy or call them to the gun barrel hunt. But we made do with what we had. We walked up on these turkeys. We had a secret weapon, Richard II, right there. They seen him, and it was immediate demeanor change. They turned blood red just like he is. One of them, he couldn't stand it. He committed. The other one was kind of nervous of it. But look at that right there. Okay, that was a great hunt from 2018, but it's 2019 now, and we're heading back for another great hunt at Riverbend Whitetails, and I'm going with Dad once again. Well, this spot we were going to hunt, we had roosted some birds in the night before. It's on the edge of a pond dam. There's a big burn off in front of us, and it got a old wood pile in front of us. And I figured the evening before, we could sit in behind that wood pile and it'd be good cover for us. So that's what we did. We put the decoys out, back in behind that wood pile, and go to calling. And sure enough, we got turkeys all in front of us. Well, these turkeys get fired up. They're gobbling, gobbling, gobbling. Like they do a lot of times early season, they hit the ground and just shut up. Well, about 2 hours goes by and a hen starts yelping to our right. Well, when she yelps, a bird gobbles just over the pond to our right. Well, I make a call and the hen answers me back, and I know we're in the chips now. We just got to get her agitated enough to come over here and take a peek. Well, it wasn't but just a few minutes. Dad looks up and sees a bird strutting on the pond dam and tells me to get ready because here they come. I think they're jakes. Maybe he ain't got no beard. Well, as these birds are getting closer, the hens just run right to the decoy. I see a red head coming through the woods, but as it comes out, I notice that it doesn't have a beard. It's a big bird, it looks like a big gobbler, big wattles, but it just doesn't have a beard. So I'm like, is that the turkey Dad saw? So I'm going back and forth with Dad saying, is that the bird you saw? Is that the bird you saw? Well, this bird sees the decoys, and here he comes. He comes right to it. He starts whooping the fool out of the decoy, and when he jumps up on the decoy, I raise my binoculars up to look at him, and I can see spurs hanging off his legs. And at that point, I knew I was going to shoot this bird. Yeah, it's a big gobbler. Got him. That was crazy the way that transpired. We were in here last night. Roosted a turkey in here. Had a pretty good beard on him. Well, the bird got to gobbling in here in front of us. We thought was him. These turkeys come up here and I knew one of them was a jake. But one in the back had gobbler wattles and it just didn't have a beard. And I'm like, that's gotta be a gobbler because he was kind of standoffish down here. Well, as he got closer, he wanted to run up to the decoy and start whooping it. Then he laid up on the decoy. When he stood up, I could see a big old spur coming off his legs. So we got us a gobbler. He just don't have a beard. That's okay. We'll take it here at Riverbend Whitetails. Look at this beautiful gobbler right here. And I had no idea he was a gobbler until I put my binoculars up on his legs just to see if he had spurs. I knew he had gobbler wattles. He was big. He looked like a gobbler. He just didn't have no beard. And he never strutted, so I never could really tell if he was a gobbler. And but when he stood up on that decoy, I could see the spurs hanging off his legs. I knew he was a gobbler then. But a beautiful bird here at Riverbend Whitetails. We roosted a bird in here last night on the edge of this burn off. Coming here this morning, there was a turkey gobbling straight in front of us. I don't know if it was this one or not. Turkeys kind of got quiet after light, after they hit the ground. I heard a hen start cutting, and this guy gobbled. And I started calling to that hen, and that's a good tip early season. If you call those hens in, you'll bring that gobbler right to you, because a lot of times they're following suit, and that was the case here. He kind of hung up on that hillside right there like he smelled a rat, and then he accepted the decoy once the hens come past it, and he come up there, whooped it, jumped on top of it. And once I could verify that he was a gobbler, that browning let him have it. Coupled with that Indian Creek and that browning ammo, I mean, it messed him up pretty good. But nonetheless, we had a successful hunt here at Riverbend Whitetails this morning and got a beautiful gobbler. We're gonna see if we can't roost another this afternoon to get after in the morning. Thank you, good Lord, for turkey hunting.